Okay, so we're here to do this part 2 of this video of setting up this 180-gallon tank. And you know, to do that, you got to do part A, part B, part C, part D to get to part E. You need to actually move the tank. So stick with us and I'll show you, because we saw part 1. Now this is part 2. Are you done yet?
You around if you don't stop.
Okay, so now in here, we have already, forgot to video, I'm sorry guys, but we have already taken out all the water and started moving this out. And Skylar is here to help us.
I'm going to move it all by myself.
Okay, now we also got a volunteer. Oh, you're going to move it by yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You want to introduce who we got here?
Yeah, we have our friend Aaron here. He actually brings all the greens in for the tortoises, and he does that for free.
From his job. He gets extra greens, and we can't say the store name or whatever, but he brings them in for the tortoises. And so the tortoises are getting fed like kings now.
Oh, yeah. And TJ, too.
And TJ gets some extras, too.
Fruits and vegetables, and then now he's coming here to help us out as well.
Wow, nice guy. Okay, so let's get moving on this. If you want, excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Here you go. Here's a camera.
No, I can lift it. I'm strong.
No.
I'm stronger than you.
No, not you. You're going to take that side. You're stronger than me.
I'm stronger than you. I've
seen you take a tray of cookies from Bambi McCluskey, and as soon as she handed it to you, you dropped all the cookies.
Well, those were heavy.
Those were heavy. Oh my god. All right, we're just going to slide there. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and pre-pick this up so you know what you're going to have to, in one hand. You got your spot there. Okay, it ain't bad. No. Okay, just set it up to where you can get your fingers back on it. Yep. Okay, now, Skylar, here's the problem. Once we lift this, I don't know where Jerry's at. Once we carry this in there, you got to grab the stand and set it up in front of the 180. So go ahead and put the phone down after we carry this in.
Okay.
And then grab the stand. Ready? Yep. Okay, everybody. She wants to prove to everybody that she's strong smelling, and she wants to pick this up herself. She heard me. The problem with that is, if you try and get past there and something closes that door, it's closing that door on your hand.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
There's a hole. Nope, come around the side. There's a hole right there, yep.
Way better.
Way better? Sometimes you just got to listen to Rich, huh?
What up with the door closed?
You want that right in front of that 180 there? About 6 inches away from it. That's good. Let me see if we got enough room here. Yeah, we got enough room. Okay. You take this and... No, you are not carrying that. No, no. Skylar, you need to learn to listen to me. Come here. Try and lift this camera. Okay?
Can't, too heavy.
Now, video us. Let me get all these cords first, because they were all in our way last time. You got one for that side?
Yeah, I think it's just well.
Put it up on top. Yep. There we go. Okay. Now, you can just kick one of these chairs back out of your way and walk between them. No, wait, once you pick it up.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
Okay.
Yep. I can walk between it. There we go. Ooh, careful. Yep.
How many tanks can fit in one room? Hey, Rich, remember the days when you didn't want any fish tanks inside the house?
No tanks in the house.
What happened to that?
All right. You got it.
Just keep going back a little bit. Come on, there we go. Yeah, we're not setting it up for water on it. Okay. We just want it to lean back, not lean forward.
Yep.
So what happened to no tanks in the house?
Well, first, Jerry moved in, and he took over those 2 tanks for his guppies. Then Skylar moved in, and she's got her tank.
Look at little Nigel there. He's so cute.
And then we had 150 extra, and it fit the room. It was nice and black, so I put it there and made a community tank. Over here, this is where the camera goes, this way. So
That's all that's supposed to be here, is this one community tank. And it's easy to change water right by the door. Everything's good. Them weren't supposed to be there. That wasn't supposed to be there. These towers we built so that we could we can't find nothing to use them for. So they're there until we sell them, I guess. This here, we're now going to sell because we have to take back this room as the live stream room. So if you guys don't know, we have the table that goes across here, and then the TV goes on the wall right here, and then our chairs go around the table here, and then the green screen was up here, and then every week we drop it down covering all this, and then this is where we did our live stream. It's a small little area, but you know, this is we made do with it, and it was a useless room. The only thing I did up here is I got all my, you know, awards and plaques and stuff. Like this here's what's my Guinness Book of World Records for the longest mullet, and then up here all my eBay sales awards and stuff, and then over here is my YouTube thing. And then my certificate of ministry. I became a minister so that I can marry people here and officiate weddings here at the rescue. So there's really no use for this room other than to walk through to get into Tracy's room there, which is the living room, or go down the hallway and get into Skylar's room, and then the spare bedroom, and then the other spare bedroom that we let people stay in that has its own bathroom in there. So we're going to continue building this, and now that we got that out here, the second part of this video is to make that tank. We're going to do that, but we're not going to show this on the video, but we have to bring the live stream out here because somebody's moving into that room and they're going to help me watch Tracy. So we have to bring the live stream back out here. So preparing for that. But this video is about setting that tank up and getting it together. Jerry's finding us gravel for it. I've got, you know, buckets of gravel out back, and we're going to set that up and have water in it by the end of this video. Okay, now, you wouldn't know it, but this first bedroom, this was our live stream room. And then right here, I don't know if you can see, but we had the thumbnails in the ceiling, and we had the green screen covering all of this dressers right here. All the way over to here. Let me close this a little bit. There we go. And then that was where the TV was. You can see the screws and the studs where the wires were hanging, holding the TV up. This was our table and stuff. This was our live stream room. Now it's going to be Kathy's room. She started moving her stuff in already, and she's going to be living in here. So now we have our live stream room moved out. There's Tracy's room, right to right here. So now if you look, we have this big background we're going to put up. We have the fish tank in the scene, which is this one. Let me go at it. The little volcano and this. And then we have our Ohio Fish Rescue blue neon light. So that is all going to be the background. There is our TV that we watch and see all the, I put the comments on this side, and then the picture of us there, and Josh can handle all the stuff on his side. I can handle the comments here. And then this is all stuff, you know, stuff that came in we have to give out. This is all Josh's shark stuff. And then this is stuff like the swear jar and my glasses and stuff like that. So we pulled this table out about 3 foot away from the wall, and we sit back here. And there's the camera right here in front of the TV all set up. So we got that all done. But remember, we had to move the fish tank out of here. So the fish tank is over here. It's here, and it's ready to go. But to get to this tank, to finish this video, we have to move this fish tank one more time. So we're going to do that now, but we have been, you know, working so hard. That took us almost a day to get that moved and get it all hooked up, because now you can see we have our mic up here that can handle everybody, you know, pointing down and everything. We have the computers underneath here, right there. And then our printer and everything's inside of here, so everything's hooked up. So this is the main room now. And then when we disconnect this for like the rest of the week, we can take this off of its things, let it hang here in the middle. Let me get it off of this side. Now this goes downstairs to the bar in the basement. This can hang here. So basically it'll look like this. Now we walk through the hallway, it kind of looks cruddy. I can take that all the way down and fold it up and put it up each week. And then, you know, these speakers are going away. But this is, you know, Tracy's area. She's watching TV right now. There she is in the bed over there. She's right there. And this is a sheet to, when we change it, we close it down so that nobody can walk through and actually see Tracy getting changed or anything. So it's getting cleaner. It's getting neater. We've got a lot of stuff to put away here yet. And then, you know, we moved the tank from here to there. So we put this here for now. That's just a little shelf full of stuff. And, yeah, I don't like the way that looks when it's hanging. So I'm going to go ahead and take that all the way down and just fold it up each week. So then, and I don't like the way this tank is in front of that tank. So that's got to be moved anyway. So we have to find a place for this tank and this curio cabinet to have our dining room back. Because right here we got our walkway when we come in. We got the TV. All these shoes we threw over there because I've got a shelf right here I'm putting in for shoes. And then this is Tracy's supplies. I got to finish putting them away. They just came in. But these are all the bulkheads for the fish tank that we're going to do right here today. So I got to start working on moving this tank. As soon as Josh gets here at 4, we'll move this tank one more time, and then me and Jerry can get to work on this tank and get it up and running. We've been waiting all day to make this video, but, you know, I got to keep busy and keep doing things. And, you know, the whole time I'm watching Tracy, you know, by myself, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I'm sleeping, you know, 15 minutes an hour every hour. And
Plan still to try to get water in it tomorrow?
oh yeah, no, not tomorrow, today.
Today.
The video's going to be done today. We have to finish this tank today, sir.
All right.
Brings a whole new light to the thing, huh? But we will get it done. And let me
I
see.
was going to go clean some algae off some tanks, man.
Well, you're more than welcome. Josh ain't going to be here till 4. We can't move that big tank. Me and you can't do it.
Oh, I had to open my mouth, didn't I?
This is for a new monitor we just got in, so I know things look a little clustered right now. I still got to find a place to put all these Bigrich action figures, action figures, not dolls, up. So there you can see Tracy. She's laying there. Here's her knee. She's laying right here in her head. She's watching TV. This is all her gifts she's gotten from people. Okay, now we waited till 4 o'clock. Someone was supposed to come and get this tank. They never did. So it is now 6 o'clock. Josh is finally here. He helped me move this tank out of the way. Me and Jerry are getting ready to go ahead and pour the gravel in here and start filling this up with water and start, you know, scaping it and getting it ready. I'm just telling you, it's a lot of hassle when you got to, you know, listen and worry about other people's word and then they never show up. It's a pain. You know, if you're going to be here by 4, be here around 4-ish. Don't show up at 9 at night. As, you know, things change. I mean, just, wow, it's crazy. But here we go. We're starting on the tank.
Wait a minute, I'm looking at myself.
Jesus Christ, Jerry. You're killing me. You're recording.
How did I end up looking at myself? Which button do I hit for record?
You're already recording.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. From the bottom. Okay. Oh. All right, we can dump it all right here, and I can spread it. No, I can spread it from here. Okay, take that away. We're done. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it, brother. Let me grab something I can get down in there. Okay. The rest of this go over that way. Look at that. Okay. Next we got to you know, start the water. We got all the bulkheads in, so we can fill it up to about here. We can't overflow this top right here because we can't overflow this top right here because then the water would go into the bottom bulkheads and then go straight to the bottom. We haven't hooked up the sump yet, but we have got the gravel in, so we can go ahead and start water filling up. So let's start that. Okay, we got a python going to fill it up, but it wasn't quite long enough. So we put 2 hoses together inside each other, and Jerry's sitting here holding it. If it's going to fail, it's going to fail right there, and he's got a bucket just in case.
Pick and choose your moments to fill.
Here is the water filling up. We are doing it. It's filling up. We're doing good. Jerry,
He wants to show Jerry at his best.
you know, this is how you work, sitting down, being comfortable. So we are getting it full. It's a matter of time. And we got the light on for the Ohio Fish. Oh, it don't look good on the camera. Ohio Fish Rescue. Okay, but look at it straight on. That looks terrible. Well, I guess it shows okay now. It's a little crooked. This is supposed to be up onto this. Oh, let me put this up here. There we go. Now we're straight. Perfect. And now, so when you see us on the Friday Night Live, you're going to see this whole background coming from them thumbnails hanging down, and then this corner. You're going to see this tank, and you're going to see that blue neon Ohio Fish Rescue sign. So we're getting things done. We're getting it together. We still got to fold up the whole green screen background. The guy was supposed to be here at 4 o'clock today to get that, and he did not show up. I am finishing the video on this for you today.
This would be done by now.
Yeah, this would have been done. But we have to wait and wait and wait, and then they don't show up, and then we have to wait some more. So anyways, we're filling this up now. We got the gravel in. We're filling it up, and we might get the wet dry filter for underneath and get it ready and prepared, but it will not have plants in it today. We will fill it up so that we can do the 3-day of testing it. I feel nothing at all, because this seams look good. You know what I'm saying? They look good in there. They're not, you know, scratched away or nothing like that. They are perfect. They're good. So I don't feel like I need to test it, but we're going to test it for the 3 days first before we put all these plants in it and the fish in it and stuff. So we're filling it now.
Check underneath before it gets much deeper.
We're filling it now just to, you know, get it up there and try. What we're going to do is fill it up to this point right here, right below these holes. So if I fill it up to like right here, it'll never overflow into there because the bulkheads are in, but the wet dry is not hooked up. So we don't want to overflow in this. So we'll fill it up to about here. And that'll do its pressure test, and that'll be about 1 inch on the front, right about here. So it'll do its pressure test, and we'll be okay. And a couple days go by, we'll go ahead, drain it back out, and start putting plants in it and decorating the way we want. And you know, Jerry's got this idea for the geophagus and the angels to live together. You want to explain that a little, Jerry?
Yeah, the first step in doing it is get Rich out of the way.
Oh, stop it. All right, now you're not going to be on camera no more, Jerry. No, seriously. What was your plan with having the geophagus in there? You said certain things because of sand and because of gravel and because of plants.
We're not going to be using sand. We're going to be using gravel.
Okay, good deal.
Okay, that way you can't move it around quite as much.
Right.
We're going to give him a place to hide so that he doesn't dig one.
Multiple places to hide.
Well, that's, you know, normal.
Okay.
With the companion fish in there and the distractions, he should be okay. We're going to use some. I want to use some slate scape, the small pieces of rough edge, smooth edge slate to pack in around the rocks.
You mean around the plants?
Around the plants, yes.
Yeah, because the geophagus will uproot them.
My mind's stuck on this hose.
I know, it's okay. So we get the slate to cover the base of the plants. The geophagus can't uproot them, and they can go ahead and grow and root in themselves and be solid.
Right.
And then we want, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 hiding places for him in the far corners and in the back of the tank, of course.
And lots of cleanup. Lots of cleanup fish.
Well, not only that, but he likes to, you know, move sand around and make his little spot. So we were thinking about putting sand in the back. Have you changed your mind on that?
Yeah, I changed my mind about that because if we give him his places to hide, then he'll go ahead and be there, and we won't have to worry about him digging.
Okay.
He was in the tank for years without any sand or gravel.
Right.
So he's not a digger anyway. I mean, he's a digger by nature, but he hasn't learned how to. He doesn't count.
Gotcha. And he's doing really well in the, what do you call it, the discus tank in the back with all them plants.
Yeah.
Now, they're pre-rooted, So they're in there pretty solid, and he hasn't been able to take any of them up. So that was our biggest worry.
He'd do some damage, but right now he's okay.
Yeah, he's doing good. So that's what we're planning on here. Yeah.
I was saying something about the research and observation are the foundation of this hobby. And when I say observation, I mean know your fish. One geophagus will act completely different from another due to behavior. You watch their behavior, know your fish. Just because it's an earth eater doesn't mean it's going to dig all the time. One earth eater will dig all the time, and another earth eater will never dig.
See, now I've told people that many times, and I relate it to, you have 3 or 4 brothers. Not every brother is going to show up and be a trombone player. One's going to play guitar, one's going to be a tap dancer, one's going to be, everybody's got their own individual personality, and so do fish. Yep. So just because they come from this type of situation, this type of fish, don't mean they're going to act that way. No. You got to actually know your fish.
And the behavior you see in the books is from the wild. And the minute you have F1, or what we call first generation fish, you've changed their behavior. Their behavior is
They're not in the wild no more, you're right.
They're not wild anymore. So you can't count on that behavior. You can use it as a base. Yes, a monster's going to be a monster when it is allowed to. But know your fish, observation. Watch your fish, how they react to each other.
Right. You can buy 5 fish from the pet store, and every one of them will be different from the other one.
We've got 2 knife fish out there in the same tank that are a perfect example. They're no problems at all. Books will tell you don't do that.
Don't do
kill
that.
Each other.
You got to have 7 or more in a tank. Right.
You've got 2 of them together in a tank, and they're doing just fine.
Right. Okay, so the tank is about, I'd say, 30% full. It's filling up. Jerry's doing a heck of a job holding that hose together and passing on some information. Thank you, Jerry. Okay, everybody, we have it full of water. Now, when you fill a tank, you got bubbles all over the back wall, all over the walls. We can get that off, all over the side walls. Just like take the magnet and boom, and then take this, and boom, and it gets all that off, okay? That's a matter of time right now. By morning, all of them will be gone. The water will be crystal clear, but it is full, and we have the lights on. We have the lights on the remote, and you should have seen Jerry underneath there trying to plug the lights into the back wall after I mounted them on the canopy and then dropped the wires down. He down there cussing me out, yelling at me. Oh, Jerry.
He's telling me not to pull the background off. I'm trying to lift it. It's like a full satin sheet in one hand.
It is a fat satin sheet.
You're trying to use that hand.
Right. But we are done, so we're going to let this sit for a couple days, and then we'll have a part 3 of scaping it now. So part 2 is set up. Let me go back and look at this. There it is. There's what it looks like in our room. Here's the other side of the room with the other tanks, and then this side of the room. So it blends in nicely. Now, mind you, it's sticking out a little bit because we have a lot of room behind it. We're not going to leave it out this far. When we drain it down, we are going to move it back, and we are going to put the hoses in for the FX5, so it only needs like an inch. Right now, it's sticking out about 6 inches. So this should be pretty well level to here because that's only sticking up 3 inches. So if we bring it level to this, we would be good. We'd be happy. And that would leave a couple inches in the back for the hoses and all that. Right now, we're just water testing it, like everybody should do their tanks before you, put your fish in it. So it is set up, it is water testing, and it is just sitting there. We are pretty much done with this video. And Jerry, have you learned anything? When I say, let me say this. When I say, and again, what goes next? See, you're lost, Jerry. When I say, and as always, or and again, we're going to say, stay fishy, my friends.
Yeah, I suppose I'd rather teach the bird to do it.
Okay, we're going to teach the bird.
Stay fishy, my friend.
Right. So, I'm going to say, love you guys. Stay watching us. Keep watching us. Share our videos. Hit that, subscribe button. And as always, Jerry, stay fishy, my friends. There you go.